Hey you guys, Mooney1235 here again. Now, I haven't really talked about music as much as I would like to on this page. I mean, I've done a few album reviews, but I really want to do one where I can recommend a whole bunch of stuff to you. Anyway, I'd like to start this off by saying that I've really been digging the new My Chemical Romance album, Danger Days. It is awesome. It's probably my favorite My Chemical Romance album now. There's only one song that I don't like on it. The other ones always had a few that I didn't like on it, but this one only has one that I don't. And The Kids from Yesterday, that's about it. I really have how in your face all the guitar solos are, and how upbeat it is, and I really even like Planetary Go. I really love the dance beat that they had. So definitely get that. That's a strong recommendation from me. I also can't stop listening to Linkin Park's A Thousand Suns. I'm really enjoying this album. I really like how all the songs are meshing together. I think it's really catchy, a whole lot of the songs. But if you saw my album review on that, just cut it off after track number 14 and you're golden. Just don't listen to the last song because it sucks really hard. I know a few people are expecting for me to say this, but I've been listening to Gorillaz The Fall a whole lot as well, the album that they released on Christmas Day from their website, and it's really awesome. I mean, the whole thing was made on an iPad. 32 days while he was on his American tour, he wrote this entire album on an iPad. I think it's the very first album that's been made on an iPad, and just the amount of time that he completed this in just 1 month for this collection of songs, and how actually really good they sound. I think that's very phenomenal. To add to that, I've been listening to Plastic Beach a whole lot as well. It's probably my favorite Gorillaz album above Demon Days. I still love Demon Days with a passion, but I find myself listening to Plastic Beach a little more. I've been listening to Them Crooked Vultures a whole lot. I know this is a little bit of an older album by now, but it's got Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age vocals, and it's got the bassist from Led Zeppelin, John Paul Jones, and it's got the drummer is Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, and he was drummer for Nirvana, he was drummer for Queens of the Stone Age back in the older days. Dave Grohl is the man. He's done a lot of things. So you get those three together and you get an awesome combination. The entire album is sick from beginning to end. There's not a single song I don't like on Them Crooked Vultures self-titled. So check that out if you haven't. I just got done listening to Muse, The Resistance. It's a really awesome album. It's not my favorite Muse album, but I still really have high respect for it. There's only one song I don't like on that one either, Guiding Light. That's the only song that I don't like on The Resistance. Uprising is just one of the best songs I've ever heard. It's probably, if I made a list of my top 100 songs, Uprising would definitely be higher up in there. Also, one band that I'd like to recommend to y'all that I know not a whole lot of people have heard of. I've really been digging Fleet Foxes' self-titled album. It's got very a melodic tones to it, but they stuck bluegrass instruments in it. It's a folk album, I guess you can consider. Yeah. But it's really pretty. I think you'd really get into it. I mean, it's a total big change from all this rock stuff I've been talking about, but it's really awesome, and I think you should check it out. I recently just now got into this band from a friend of mine, Escape the Fate. I've been listening to their self-titled album for a while now, and I'm actually going to go see them this coming Tuesday, so I'm going to get some footage of that if there's any Escape the Fate fans out there. But it's really awesome, really hard rocking. The vocals are awesome. The guitar solos and the riffs are all face melters. It's really cool. So yeah, look into that. Another thing a whole lot of people are expecting for me to say, probably, that know me, I've been listening to the Beatles with the Beatles album a whole lot. I've really gotten back into the black and white age. I think this one was 1963, but it's really, really good. Um, I mean, it was a great follow-up to Please Please Me, in my opinion. So, you know, not much bad I can say about the Beatles. Also, after Christmas break, to kind of add to that, I've been listening to John Lennon's Greatest Hits CD. I got it for Christmas from my girlfriend's parents, and I'm loving that the whole way through. I mean, I've heard John Lennon songs over here and there, but this is the first time I've really heard a whole big collection of his stuff all together, and I love it. He's phenomenal. He's like the greatest songwriter ever. Anyway, I don't know what album number I'm on right now. I haven't really been counting. This was all kind of just off the top of my head of what I've been listening to lately. If you got anything that you'd like to recommend to me, tell me. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be seeing the Ready Set, Downtown Fiction, and All-Star Weekend all together in March. So I'll be getting some more footage of that. So subscribe, y'all. It's going to be awesome. Tell me some things that you want me to listen to. I mean, you can tell from what I've been telling you kind of what my musical taste is. So if you got anything that you want me to listen to, then tell me about it. I'd be happy to hear it. So see you guys later.